Definitely tearing up this body, people! Oh, hell yeah! It's okay. Still running. Techno tank, people. That's all, folks. This is like the extras. If you guys seen the first video, or I don't know, I'm not good at editing, but I have that new studio YouTube thing, so maybe I can splice this together. But I hear something getting loose back here again. I hear it. What happened is, when I jumped it, and it, oh, that's, look at that. See how you get rocks? Look at that shit. That's the only thing I hate about this area out here. You get a lot of rocks lodged up in here, man. And it's kind of gnarly because it sounds like you're running, your shit just dies. And so you're like, oh fuck, did I fucking seize my motor? Especially, you know, the Muggy has experience with that. Oh fuck, a piece of wood in there. Get that shit out. But anyway, this you might see before the video, might be after. I might not even upload this little footage. But this piece here, I don't know, can you guys see? Let me get the camera. Get in there. If you guys see down in here, I fixed it. I'm lucky I had these two little set screws that hold the C carrier. This is the C carrier that holds your hinge pins. These, when I jumped it the one time you guys see in the video, if you have seen, I should say seen or already seen, because I don't know if this footage is going to be before or after. But seen or already or gonna see, these two set screws, when I jumped and I did like a freaking cartwheel end over end, towards the end of the video, what it did is it pulled these out. That's what you'll see that happened, and then that's when my shit just died. Like I went to rip it still, and then it just died, and then I looked down in here, and both these things are missing, and this was out, the arms are hanging out. I was like, oh shit, because I know I got my tune pretty dialed in, and I was like, what the hell, it just died, and I thought another rock got caught in it, because that's what happened. You'll see earlier in the video, or if you've already seen or haven't seen. Man, this thing is freaking filthy, dirty bitch. But she was a good girl today. That's all that happened. So I'm considering that, you know, I did a lot of summer, so I mean, I wasn't getting any air. I mean, this jump that you see over here, I'm going to build it up a little more. I want to try to make something where you can jump and then have like a, as you can see here, where you can, like a land, and maybe I can go both ways. Like I want to have, instead of just a one-way ramp, you're always going one way, I want to make it so where you can go either way. It just opens it up more, so I don't have to keep going in circles, you know what I mean? The old, whatever, people running the same areas, and I'm guilty. I'm the first one to admit it, but at least I admit it, man. I did bore people with my running back and forth on the grass. Now that I've been doing this and building this, and a couple of my buddies came out here, and I have a no friend of mine that works for the city that I live in, and he's going to possibly see if they can come in here, well, because they come in here and they kind of clean the railroad trash, or not, they used to be railroad trucks, but they just kind of clean the trash in here, that he can pile up some dirt. If you look, there's like some abandoned, I don't even know what the hell that is, because there's a school over there. That there has a bunch of killer dirt, man. I just want to freaking have that dirt brought over here. But I'm going to make a track. I mean, I'm starting to, you know, I've done this by hand. That's where the Muggy's been doing, man. I'm like, okay, if I'm going to like take some time out from doing videos, and that, besides that, I've also been really busy, because a lot of people are bringing their RCs to me. I forgot to unplug this. That's the cool thing about this. When you unplug this Fly Sky, usually it makes a beeping sound, and then makes this sound. If you want a good, inexpensive radio better than, you know, the cheaper ones that you have. This thing's only, you can get it for like probably $130 now. Fly Sky FS IT4S. But there was one more better than this as far as Fly Sky, and that's the one that I'm getting. Just so you guys know, it's the Fly Sky. I think it's called the MB4 Noble, or NB Noble, NB4 Noble, whatever. But anyway, I'm getting that one. I really like it. Recommended by a couple of my brat brothers. Oh, is that a penny? Oh, snaps, found a penny. Penny for your thoughts, people. But anyway, so that's what happened in this video. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to upload this video before or after. Maybe splice it in. I'll try to figure out something. But yeah, those two set screws that held on the C block, they just came. I don't even know where they're at. Like, I'm not even going to try to find them. And I had extra ones, actually. I always bring the Muggy. I told you guys, always bring your anything that you've ever been out there, and when you're wrapping or ripping, anything that you've had go wrong, even extra servo, anything. Always store up on those things and bring them, because you never know that might happen again. I always bring this. This is my little Muggy emergency kit. I mean, I've got all Venturis if I need to change them, return rubber bands, hood pins. Matter of fact, I need another one of these. These are my little tiny Dubros. You can get these, they're really cheap. And they work really good. They're all ball ends and they're real small. They're for hard to reach places. If I didn't have these wrenches and this box, I wouldn't have been able to fix that. So I was able to fix it. And that's why I was just ripping around a little bit more. Even though that video is like, what, 38 minutes? So, I mean, that's plenty for you guys. I was going to rip the Mugen NBX5, and I still want to test it because to see if that steel stick JB Weld stuff is holding the mounts down in there well. But I don't feel like getting that thing dirty and having an extra vehicle to clean. You guys know, you guys feel me, right? Those of you that have multiple vehicles. And I almost was, and I was like, I didn't have any issues with this. So this thing, you know, until that thing happened, but I was able to fix it. But I was hoping, long as the freaking rear gearbox doesn't go out, and I think it's still good. I just need to change the whole thing. I need a whole new rear, change the whole new rear gearbox. I have extra diffs. I have two centers, two rears, two centers, two fronts. When I bought this thing, the guy gave me extra diffs for the whole thing, which is cool, because if I ever want to race, I don't have to, you know, set diffs up. I can just throw those diffs in and I can race with a lighter oil. But anyway, this thing, you guys probably, if you, like, again, you've seen or haven't seen, this thing is violent. And I mean violent. I'm just waiting for it to just, like spit shit out. Like spit bolts, spit. Oh, it didn't. Last time it did. I didn't tighten these down. This thing was spitting set screws for your motor mounts. Lost one of those. I mean, these Rex Legend 28.8, those of you that have them or you don't have them, you know, these are very, very torquey engines, and they vibrate the hell out of everything. And I've been having, like I said, you guys haven't seen a video from me, like, what, it's been a week now or more? It's probably the longest that I've had, but I've been really busy helping out newbies, getting people's whips running for them, because all the hobby shops are closed, as you guys know. Guys are just internet illiterate, and they don't want, you know, so they don't want to go on YouTube or anything like that, and that's all you got to do. But if they want to pay me to fix their shit, then that's fine. Problem is, I'm just tired of working on Traxxas, man. But again, it's an opportunity for me to get my foot in the door when people bring me Traxxas, just to tell them how much of a piece of shit it is, how much it's going to give you headaches, and you're going to do more time wrenching than running, and that's not fun. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Those of us that love to wrench, you know, we love wrenching, but, you know, come on, we don't want to be wrenching all the time, because your shit's always breaking. Look at all the dirt that falls out of here. You guys want to see this? Look at this shit. It's all dirt. Rocky, and look at that. Rocky and dirty it is in here. This bitch is dirty. She's going to need a full cleaning. And I'm going to clean a lot of it right here before I even go home, because I don't like cleaning this shit in my room in the nitro cave, because then I got shit everywhere. So I bring all my cleaning brushes and a can of compressed air, some rubbing alcohol, rags, and I do as much cleaning as I can here, and as much as all this shit you see here, clean it as best I can, take out the rim. I mean, I fully just do the muggy OCD cleaning as much as I can with what I have on me as far as brush. Look at that. Damn, that sucks. When you don't run your shit, when you run your shit in this type of, I mean, look at this. If you look at this terrain, again, you guys will see or will see, or I've already seen in the video where I pulled a big rock out of this thing. I mean, I thought it was like, wow, I'm ripping it, and all of a sudden it just dies, and I'm like, that's not normal. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Unless your idle screw is that low, when you go to hit the brakes, that's the only reason it usually dies. And I was like, oh, did I seize this thing? No way. You know, muggies. I'm freaked out about shit like that, but it was a big old rock that I pulled out of here. It got caught in the flywheel, and it just, you know, when that happens, it just stops your shit. Or if you get caught in the also in your center spur gear, I've had that happen too. But anyway, when you don't run your shit, look at that pipe, man. That's the only thing I hate about this terrain. See all the little, can you guys see all those little dings? Look at that. You can't polish that shit out. When I polish this thing, which I will, you're gonna see every little freaking ding. So, but anyway, I've got like 3 whips at home waiting for me to wrench on, and I gotta clean this thing, so I'm gonna do as best job I can. So when I go home, all I have to do is empty all the fuel out of the tank, which I recommend every time you're done running. Make sure you're, the cool thing you don't have to worry about, I like about modded engines, especially this one here, and I know the one that I have by RB Mod, same thing, a modded engine. When you're done running, you don't so much have to check your bottom dead center, because remember, these things are balanced. When they balance and do the timing and they mod them, if they're doing it right, that shit just drops. Like, I can sit there and roll my flywheel up, and it'll just, like a pendulum, it'll just, I can roll it up and it'll just center itself on the bottom automatically. That's the beauty of among other things. Besides, this thing is nasty. If you want a real feel of a next level 28.8, the best 28.8 on the market, you need to get one of these and get it modded. I don't give a shit who you get it modded by. I mean, I do. I recommend RCR, and because I've tried, you know, I have done other people. So, I mean, you guys know who I have my shit modded. Okay, this, it's not next level. This is a whole nother level. A modded 28.8 Rex Legend modded by the right person is a whole nother level. This thing is, I'm having a hard time keeping dog bones and gears and bearings and shit right on this Techno. That's what's the only thing. The Mugen is, and I can tell you this from experience of running this modified 28.8 in both, the Mugen has a lot better, or I don't know what, I want to say better, but it has a stronger and more efficient differentials than the Technos. That's where the Mugen is the next level. Technos are great, don't get me wrong, I love my Technos, but Mugens are a little bit of a notch above. You know, people ask me, Techno or Mugen. I love both of them, but my Mugen is, you know, and I don't even have, and it's not even an 8, it's a 7, and it's badass. My Mugen 7, I think, in my opinion, I have both, is badasser than this Techno. Hands down. When it comes to, if you want to get recreational, ripping and do jumping and beat your shit up, and I don't give a shit what people say about pillow balls. Okay, I haven't, you know, and I will, well, we're going to get there. Trust me, the Muggy hasn't forgot about that. We will prove all the pillow ball naysayers wrong. When I start ripping and doing somersaults and just trashing with this engine, with the Mugen 7 truggy, my race truggy, yeah, and they're, you know, those pillow balls will hold up. And like I said, the tranny and the drivetrain, this is badass. It's smooth as silk, man. This thing is one of the smoothest ones, but my Mugen is even smoother. You know, if I had to choose between the two, as much as I love this vehicle, I would choose my Mugen. hands down. Wait till I get that Pico modded and I put it in the Mugen. Oh, hell's gonna break loose, people. But yeah, either one, you can't go wrong. Like I said before, if you want something you don't have to really do a lot of upgrading and, you know, tinkering with as much, you just set it up and run it and you know, get one of these. But if you're a person that likes making different adjustments and likes experimenting and likes all these different hop-ups and likes just making your shit, you know, just a whole nother level as far as goodies, you got to get a Mugen. Mugen has way more goodies and shit available. I mean, everything. You know, but again, you know, Technos are great, man. But this engine is really nasty. Shout out to Lance Heidman, RCR. Man, I've got a bunch more motors he's going to mod. So stay tuned, people. I will catch you guys. I guess the next video will probably be either you watching the video that I ran before this, or you'll be watching this one after, and then probably, I don't know if I'm going to have time this weekend. Maybe sometime next week we'll do Nitro Cave. But we just wanted to get some brapping. A lot of people have been, you know, running stock engines. A lot of people, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just, you know, people need a taste of what a real, another level, not next level, you know, another level, a whole nother level, 28.8 Rex Legend. Highly, highly recommend. Send one of these to RCR. Tell Lance to do the muggy treatment to it. And, you know, same thing he did to mine. Full on, full tilt. The only thing that I'm going to change on this thing is I'm going to put ceramic bearings in it. And again, that's just going to, it'll enhance the performance a little bit, but more importantly, just everything will wear a lot better. So anyway, that's all I got, people. There's another 20 minutes, but the other 130, yeah, you almost got an hour combined. We're going to see how this video fits into that one. I don't know if I'm going to splice it. You're going to see it before, after, who knows. But anyway, enough of that. There it is, Techno NT 48.3 next level truggy. One of a kind. There isn't any kind. Nobody has one like me that I know of. Show me one. Okay, I've got all the upgrades available for it. And by the way, I found a private person that's going to make me, and I'll have the first one ever, and I'll see if the guy's going to, you know, be able to do more of them. But for me, I'm getting a 7075 billet aluminum front chassis brace for this. Okay, stay tuned. I'll let you know. Not that it really needs one, because their plastics are really good, but, you know, I just want it because I can. Because I could say I have it, and you don't. Nah, I'm just kidding. So anyway, yeah, this thing has got all the upgrades available. Aluminum 7075 drive shafts. I love these things. These things are so much more efficient. You know anything about rotating mass? I have these things haven't bent on me, and they are just a lot less for this thing to turn. So 7075 rear, 7075 front. I have both the front and rear on my Techno buggy. Same all the goodies that I have on this thing, I have on the Techno buggy as well. So like I said, I'm gonna, for the Techno buggy, I'm gonna get an aluminum front chassis brace for this. And oh, another thing that I did change that kind of helped me, I don't have the part number on me, is I put titanium cross pins in the diffs. So this rear diff, and I might do it to the front too, has titanium cross pins. And that'll just strengthen it. If you're not running modded engines, or, you know, you don't really need to worry about anything like that. But with this engine, these 28s and the LRP 32s, when you get them modded, yeah, they're violent engines. And you need to be careful. Don't just think you're going to drop a modded engine in your freaking rookie whip, RTR or whatever, and your thing's going to be cool. Excuse my language, you will fuck shit up. By the way, again, this is R-rated, not for children. You will fuck shit up. Don't be trying to drop your RTR. I mean, you can do what you want. It's your shit. But, and it'd be good entertainment when your shit starts just over the, not right away, but over the long haul. An RTR is not made for a modded engine. Trust me. Okay? You guys do what you want. Like I said, you will learn. Like most people, you got to learn the hard way, I guess. Got to slam your finger in the car door more than once. And a lot of people are guilty of that, and I've done it before too, so I know. But anyway, she's filthy, she's dirty, she got nasty. Watch that video if you haven't already watched it. we got a little bit of air. We didn't get too crazy. Like I said, we got this little jump. I'm going to make a step up. Got a berm going here. Got this little, I'm making a mobile moguls. They're called moguls, I think. Is that how you call them? The, you know, little bumps everywhere. We're going to work on this one. These kids come through here and ride their bikes. That's the only thing. But this one was a little higher. We're going to get this one more formed. We're going to probably add another 2 or 3 feet to it. This one here, not on camera, but I did a couple on this thing. This thing is, the pitch on it's pretty high. I could do, I'm pretty sure I could do a backflip on this, and that's coming. So not that it's a big deal. I mean, this isn't a pissing contest, people. Oh, I challenge you. Hey, how about this? I challenge you. I challenge whoever it is. They know who they are. Get a freaking real and the only baddest or modded 28.8 Rex Legend on the 28.8 on the planet. Get a modded Rex Legend 28.8 or a modded LRP 32. Then come talk to me, okay? So you can do all your whatever, king of bashing and all your people flying over whatever, jumping 20, 30 feet, whatever. Get a modded engine and do that. That will impress me. The only person that done that impress me was Mr. Za, okay? Doing those big-ass jumps with a modded engine. And the thing about the modded engine is you don't need to scream that thing. You just beep, blip the throttle because of the power it has, because it's modded. And that thing just does a flip. You don't need to rev your engines to the moon. So, anyway, we're going to finish building this. Like I said, this ramp right, this little kitty bump right here, we're going to get about another 3 feet out of this. This one's getting there. This one, if I hit this one full tilt, it'll get as high as a fence. Yeah, 10 feet, 15 feet. Look at that. I'm 5'7" on a good day, okay? This fence is maybe 5'10", okay? Okay? So people say that they jump 30, 40. Yeah, okay. Well, that's about 20 feet maybe. Okay, from there to there. Now, if you're jumping that high, then that's a whole different story. Now, you want to be impressive? Jump like as high as this fucking tree over here. That's like 50 feet. Mr. Za was jumping like, like up in the trees and shit. So, miss me with that bullshit, people. Oh, yeah, I jumped, you know, 20, 30 feet. Yeah, well, that's that. If you're jumping that high, maybe, okay? If you're jumping like even a little bit higher than the fence, 15, 20 at the most. So anyway, I don't want to bore you guys anymore with any of my yapping. That's the deal. You guys watch the other video if you haven't already watched it. So you'll either be seeing this one as part of it, or you'll be seeing it before, after. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Muggy's just technically challenged. And another thing I did, I forgot to show you this, because when the kids just think that they're going to just roll over this, guess what? If you just want to try to roll over that, guess what, kiddo? Kids don't have respect. I even told kids, I'll give you a few bucks if you help me, and they were helping me and helped me, and then I come back and there's like tire marks and they like messed it. Okay, all right. Well, here, go ahead. Run over that, roll over that with your bike and see what happens. You'll be over the bars, son. Kitty boy. But anyway, this one here, I'm thinking if I can make this one so you can go back that way. Like I said, I'm trying to make them, you know, like a switchback or whatever they call it, where you can go back and forth. So we'll see. We're going to make some more stuff over here. Yeah. And we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got, people. You guys have a safe weekend. Remember, wear your protective gear. Okay? Practice social distancing, people. Muggy's out. Peace.